Before the world knew the name Harry Potter, before millions of books were sold, before movies filled theaters across the globe. J.K. Rowling was a single mother, sitting in a small cafe, wondering how she would survive. No publisher wanted her manuscript. No investor believed in the story. No one predicted global success. She was not famous. She was not wealthy. She was simply persistent. And at that moment, persistence did not look powerful. It looked desperate. J.K. Rowling did not start writing Harry Potter in comfort. She started writing during one of the lowest periods of her life. Her marriage had ended. She was raising her daughter, alone. She was struggling financially. She battled depression, then uncertainty. The future did not look promising, but she carried an idea, a young boy, a hidden world, a school of magic. It was not just a story. It was an escape. Writing became structure in a life that felt unstable. Every day, she would take her daughter to sleep in a stroller beside her, and she would write. Not because success was guaranteed, but because the story mattered to her. When the manuscript was finally complete, she sent it to publishers, one rejection, then another, then another. 12 publishing houses turned her down. 12. Some believed the book was too long. Some believed children would not read it. Some believed fantasy would not sell. Each rejection carried the same message. This will not work. Imagine hearing that 12 times, not from strangers on the internet, but from professionals in the industry, from people who control the gates. This is the phase where most dreams end. Not because the idea is weak, but because rejection becomes louder than belief. Rejection does something dangerous to the human mind. It makes you question your judgment. Maybe they are right. Maybe this isn't good enough. Maybe I should stop trying. Rowling was not in a position of luxury. She needed income. She needed security. She needed certainty. Writing fantasy novels did not promise any of those things. And yet, she continued. Not loudly, not publicly, quietly. She kept submitting the manuscript. She kept refining. She kept believing, even when belief felt fragile. Finally, a small publishing house agreed to take a chance. Not because they predicted global dominance, but because the chairman's daughter read the first chapter and wanted more. That was it. One reader, one moment, one small yes after 12 no's. The first print run was small, no massive marketing, no global anticipation, just a story placed on shelves. And slowly, something unusual began to happen. Children started reading, then telling friends, then teachers recommended it. Momentum built quietly. The book that 12 publishers rejected became a cultural phenomenon. The name J.K. Rowling became synonymous with imagination and resilience. But what people see now is the outcome. What they rarely examine is the endurance required before the outcome. Those 12 rejections were not mistakes. They were filters. They tested how serious she was about her craft. Because anyone can believe when applause exists. Very few believe when rejection repeats. This story is not about luck. It is about staying committed long enough to meet the right door. Rejection is not proof that you are wrong. Sometimes it is proof that the timing is not aligned yet. Rowling's success was not built in the moment of acceptance. It was built in the months of silence before it, in the cafes, in the uncertainty, in the repeated submissions. The world sees the magic, but the foundation was persistence. Most people quit after 3 no's. Some quit after 5. Very few continue past 10. But history often belongs to the ones who continue past rejection. If you are working on something that matters to you, and the world keeps saying no, Understand this. Rejection is information, not identity. It does not define your worth. It tests your endurance. And endurance is what separates dreams from outcomes. If you are facing rejection right now, do not let it decide your direction. Let it refine you. Let it strengthen you, and keep submitting your work, your effort, your ideas. Because sometimes all it takes is one yes. After many no's, write "I will continue" in the comments. So if you refuse to let rejection stop you, subscribe to Push to Peak for stories that build resilience, and share this with someone who needs to hear that rejection is not the end. It might just be the beginning.